Hi everyone and welcome back to the show. It's very exciting. Today we're going to have another personal piece episode for one of the characters in Game Changer. Just a reminder that in these episodes, this is where you get to have my own personal thoughts and opinions on a particular character. Like our character profiles, we're going to do it book by book, so we're currently on Game Changer. Just want to say, guys, a little update from last time. For those of you who catch the last episode, you will remember that during it, I had an unexpected phone call. My phone out of nowhere literally rang, and I had to run out to go and see where it was, because the way I got my phone set up is the call will automatically answer regardless. So, turns out, on further inspection, it was a cold caller. It was a cold caller. It was one of those very, very rare times where Googling the phone number actually worked. One of those very rare times. No, despite there being a person who was on the end, end speaking, who I think pretty much hung up the moment I started talking. But I did, as soon as I finished recording, I did go and do some investigation, and it turns out it was a cold caller. There you go. Yeah. So to remind you, I do keep my phone on just in case it does ring, because it might be a real person who needs to get hold of me for something, or it could be an emergency. Okay. So I always, whenever we come up here to record any of my shows, I always keep my phone on just in case someone does need to get hold of me for whatever reason, or it is an emergency, okay? So, yeah, so you'll know, that was the first time it's happened on ScottKip, and how unfortunate it happens when we're doing my thoughts on all the female characters. How unfortunate. Anyway, but yeah, so just in case you're wondering, no, it was a cold caller. Okay, so what will happen, if I ever do get, like, that situation again with the phone rings, I will literally just run out, quickly answer it, and then come back in, okay? So today, we're going to be doing my personal piece on Scott's BFF. Well, last episode we did Kip's BFF. Now we're going to do Scott's BFF, who of course is Carter Vaughan. So I'll just remind you a bit about the character, and then we'll get straight into it, okay? So Carter Vaughan is a right-wing and alternate captain of the Young Admirals. He is currently dating actress Gloria Gray. Okay, so we can't establish, straight away that he and Scott, they are, they're very close friends. Dare I say, best friends. And I think with Carter, what I kind of pick up stories, kind of one of those Jack the Lads, he's a bit raucous, he's a bit outrageous, can sometimes be a bit, pushy, and also sticking his oar where it's not wanted, particularly in Scott's love life. Now, of course, we know why Scott is the way he is, because obviously Scott spends the majority, if not all of Game Changer as a closeted gay guy. But Carter, of course, is none the wiser. And he's always, trying to, push Scott into maybe go on the dating scene. Maybe you and me should go, do some courting. Double courting, because I'm dating this really famous actress. Maybe she's got a friend. I was like, stop. Even if Scott wasn't gay, I'm thinking, just stop it. This is just, no, this is too much. No, this is too much. This is absolutely far too much going on here. Stop. Just stop. Take the hint. Oh, I hated how, after Gala, he puts 2 and 2 together and ends up getting 5. I was like, oh no. Because that Gala scene is so important, particularly when it comes to Elena's character. And then at the end of it, obviously, Scott is spotted by Carter, and he just then puts 2 together and gets 5. And I'm thinking, oh, please tell we're not gonna have to have parts of the book where Scott only has to pretend to date. Please, no. No, it's all about that we got that with Shane and Rose. Thankfully, we don't get any of that. And I don't think it gets brought up again until Scott does his big moment. So there you go. But it's like, oh, for goodness sake. So he can be a bit brash. He can be a bit sort of impulsive. Jumps to conclusions before getting the understanding of the full picture. How Scott puts up with him, I don't know, because I don't think I could cope being around someone like that 24/7, especially if they would try to push me onto the dating scene. No, leave off. It's none of your business who Scott does or does not fuck. It's none of your business, Carter. Leave off. Leave off. It's none of your business. Like, it's really none of your business, okay? So just leave off. Leave off. Okay? I'm surprised we didn't get a moment when he then questions Scott about what happened at the museum with Kip. Because obviously, we do see Kip's friends question him on it, but we don't see any of Scott's friends question him on it. So that is interesting. I'd have liked to see a bit more of that. I'd love to see if Carter maybe then starts putting 2 and 2 together again against game 5 again. But yeah, that could have been a really critical moment if we did have that and Carter thinks, no, I can't be. Or maybe no, he's not. We didn't get that, but nice, could have done. And then maybe maybe Carter then could start putting cogs into motion, wheels in his head, and start actually thinking for a change. You know, because I'm getting thinking Carter's probably not really the brightest of sparks here. It's all it's all mouth and no action, kind of like that. But anyway, yeah. So I just. It's tough because I do want to like him because I do think he could be portrayed as quite a likable guy. It's just his character is just at times it's a bit too much for me. The way that loud personality it at times it does get a bit it's just a bit too much. Like, just a bit too much. But how Scott puts it, I don't know. But what I do like is, while for the majority he is kind of this like Jack-o' Lantern character, we do see he can be emotional where he needs to be. Like when obviously Scott obviously has that it's his second coming out, because with Scott we get the gist there's actually 4 times he comes out. First to his agent, then to his teammates, then to his coach, and then it's like, Kip, get up, get on the ice, we're gonna do it right here, right now. Just stick it in. Okay, so it's the second one. So I really do like how when Scott's coming out to his teammates, Carter at first he's a bit stunned, but then he starts to be sympathetic towards Scott, and I love how that relationship that these two have built, that friendship, it doesn't change, because it could have. I mean, Carter easily could have seen Scott in a different light, a different way following this, but he doesn't. Okay, and he still treats Scott just like he did beforehand. Because immediately afterwards, like, also, when we're gonna see your lover? When do we get to meet Mr. Right? When's he gonna come onto the scene? Is he gonna come into the locker room and get his kit off? It's like, Carter, you could have maybe not just gone an hour maybe before you had to switch back. Because I felt like you were like, oh, okay, we're gonna get a different side to you now. Great, good. And it's like, no, there's me, like, straight back to that Jack and I. It's like, can we just just turn the switch back up again. Just turn it back up again. Back up again. Up again. Up again. Just be gentle. Nope. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, fine. It's like, oh. It's almost like he can't go 5 minutes without being like the Jack and the Lad. You know, it's has to be the excitable one amongst the group. It's like he can't go 5 minutes without being that. Because this was a really powerful emotional moment in the book. Which would have needed him to be like softer and gentle. And yet he just couldn't go 5 minutes before already switching back to his old self. Yeah, but it's really great how once Carter actually finds out and knows the truth, he still treats Scott as he has been doing throughout the whole of the book, which is really good. Because easily, him and the rest of the team, they could have seen Scott in a different light, maybe even ostracized him, but no, they just come to terms with it brilliantly, just accept it, okay, and even obviously then welcome Kip into the locker room after the celebration, so there you go. There you go. Straight away they want everything. That's like, give us all the details, leave nothing out. By nothing out, I mean nothing. I'm thinking, oh, stop it, you perverts! We don't ask about your dirty shenanigans. Don't inquire about ours. Alright? Okay? But, yeah. So, I kind of feel like Carter's, he's alright. He's an alright guy, but, you know, I feel a lot of the time, it's just, for me, it's just a bit too much. And I feel a bit, and sometimes I think, when I'm reading about thinking, it's just a bit too really much, maybe tone it down a bit. You know, maybe just dial it down a few notches, alright? It's just a bit too much for me right now. Can we just maybe tone it down a bit, or take it down a notch, you know? But yeah, but it's great that he's got this so much confidence in him. It's just, we don't want it all the damn time. We need to see a more softer side to you every now and then. We need to see a bit of emotion. We need to see like a different side to you, rather than just being like this one layer character. Because I've talked about plenty of times in film and TV how I hate one-sided characters who just portray this one type of their personality for the whole of their time they get featured in the material. I've complained about it a lot. And I feel Carter's one of those, but in book form. And those are the sort of characters that would just immediately would just turn me off straight away, wouldn't even give them a look at. Either do they end up being a nice guy. But no, so it all gets a bit too much for me at various points. Especially when he's literally just trying, you know, just get Scott into the dating scene. It's like, just no, stop it, stop. Now, of course, we, the audience, know why this is getting excruciating awkward, but of course he doesn't. But it's still, even if he didn't know, it's still just excruciating. It's wrong. Stop it now. Just cut it out now. Just cut it out now. Cut that out right now. Cut it out right now. Okay? Yeah. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a good hockey player. He's a good hockey player. I mean, he is one of the ultimate captains of the team. So does have to be involved in that meeting when obviously what happens to Zulo, along with Scott. Because it's not just Scott in the meeting, it's also the ultimate captain as well. So that just include Carter. So there's a brief moment where he can be serious, but the rest of the time it's just basically Jack out, which I just find a lot of the time I find that really irritating. I find it annoying. So a lot of Carter's personality traits just literally get on my damn nerves. Which makes it very hard for me to like this character. And I think maybe if we saw moments of him outside the hockey world, maybe that might help a bit. Maybe we see some things with him and Gloria. Maybe that might help. Yeah, I just kind of feel like we just basically see one character trait which just goes for the whole book, And it just literally just irritates me to put like, just seriously, like, seriously, mate, if you do not stop, I'm gonna throw a puck in your face. Just, it will get nasty. Okay? It's like, come on, just maybe take it down a bit. Just take it down a notch. Just turn it down. Turn it down just a tiny bit. Like just a tiny little bit. Okay? Just turn it down. For all our sakes. Okay? So if we get to see, because obviously I don't know I don't know if he's going to be in any of the books, but if he is in any of the other books, then I feel like it's an opportunity to see if we can see different sides to his character. Because this Jack the Lad persona just literally just irritates the hell out of me. Like literally just so irritating. So if he is in any of the books, then I'm hoping that's an opportunity so we can see a different side to his personality, a different side to his character, maybe a more softer side, a more gentle side. It's fine every now and then, but when it's literally what we're seeing from him all the damn time, it just makes it hard for me to get a clear idea of what his character's like in the end, and I just kind of feel, it's just. Scott, I don't know how you cope with it, because if that was me, I don't think I would be able to cope. So, yeah, good on for him, eh? Good on for him. Good on for Scott to be able to cope with that all the time, because so honestly, I just would not be able to cope. I would not. I'd have to insist on, can we just maybe tone it down a bit? Just a little bit. Just tone it down. Turn it down. You need to go down, turn it down. Come off 11. Turn it down a notch. Maybe a good 5. No, 6 notches. Take it down from 11 to 5. Okay? Because this is just too much for me. It really is. It is just too much. But luckily towards the end, we do see that more softer side of him, where we get to when obviously Scott obviously reveals everything about him, and we do get to see a more softer side. It's just, it had to take the entire damn book and the coming out scene for that to happen. Seriously? Is that the way it had to work, guys? Really? Like, really? Is that how it had to work? Come on, please. Do me a favour. But yeah. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is I do like Carter. I do think he's a likable character. I think he's a good friend to Scott. It's just his personality just grates me, and that's the problem. That is the problem. It's his personality. It's just literally, it just grates me to the point where I'm like, oh my god, I can't put all this. I can't. I just cannot. I can't put all it. I can't. So, yeah. But all in all, I do think he's likable. Okay. So I will admit. Okay. I do think he's a likable character. It's just that personality. It's just too much for me. It's too much, and I wanted to see some more softer sides to Carter. I want to see some more serious sides to Carter, like when obviously the Brexit incident happened, and not just Scott, but also the alternate captains. They all have to be called in to this meeting as well. That was good. A brief moment of something different from Carter, but then we just went straight back to old Carter afterwards. Okay, so I want to see these different sides to his personality. I want to see him for longer than just maybe 5-10 minutes. Okay, so yeah, so I feel like his personality's got a lot to work on to make me really love him. But I think he's all right. Okay, but it's his personality. It's his personality that is what's really just getting to me in a way. That's That is what's getting to me. And that's the thing that's stopping me from saying, yeah, I really love this character. So, yeah. But he's alright. He's a really good friend to Scott, and that I think is what is most important as I draw to a close. That to me is the most important thing, is how good he is to Scott, and I think that is what matters the most. Okay, so that is going to be my personal thoughts on Carter Vaughan. Well, I need to present it, didn't I? So that's God. I need to do it up there. So there we go. That's gonna be my thoughts on Carter Vaughan. Thank you for doing this. Next time.